This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
I do want to say something about last night's Warzone stream. I just want to clarify something. I'm not upset, but it was kind of like messed up. Let me tell the story. If you didn't see the daily rap last night, if you saw the daily rap, you know what I'm talking about. So last night I was playing Warzone. Now when I play Warzone, there have been people who have been doing what's called bounties. What are bounties? Well, what they are is people will say at the beginning of the stream, "Hey Phil, so during the stream, if you place a certain level in this match of Warzone, you know, or if you place it all tonight this high, I will contribute to the stream in this way." And this is supposed to give me incentive to try to play better. And in reality, it does. Like, I actually think, oh, I'm going to try harder. I'm going to try to actually do it and try to win because, hey, I can actually maybe earn something here for doing it, right? So what ended up happening was, in the last half hour of the stream, I think a lot of people left. You know, we'd started off at the stream with like between 300 and 400 people. By the end of the stream, we barely had 300. So with a lot of people dipping, leaving, oh, we're out of here. What happens? I rally at the end of the stream. I actually do really well. I start, you know, making smart moves, moving around, hiding well. You know, I think I hit the gulag and I won the gulag, came back and made a second rallying and stuff. I make top 10. I won't spoil and tell you what my placing was, only because I would like you to watch the videos if you weren't here last night. But I make top 10. I'm like, wow, so I didn't actually choke. I actually did at least have a top 10 placing. The way I see it, if I play Warzone and I make a top 10, at least I did something that night. It's not like a dud night, right? And so, I make the top 10, and guess what? 0 contributions. 0. All the people who said that they were going to contribute had already left. Like, that kind of sucks. If I had started doing well early, likely those people would have stuck around, and they would have seen that I actually did well at the end. But that's just kind of what happens. And the thing is, listen, I'm not going to hold people to it. I didn't write down fucking names and screen capture.
What else can we milk out of fucking Phil? He's only here 6 days a week, the entire fucking day, streaming.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be like, listen, people said something, I believed them. Maybe I'm gullible here. I did well. Literally no contributions came in after that for the rest of the stream, and I'm like, it's life, all right? But I would hope that what I'll do next time around when we play Warzone, I'll kind of announce early on, here's how it works, you know? So, you know, don't announce something. If you're planning on leaving near the end of the stream, you probably shouldn't say something up front. It's kind of dishonest, honestly.
Money, money, money. Where's the money?
So, here's the deal, all right? I do have to direct your attention to the members goal for the month, and here's why. We're now at the end of the month. It's now the 20th of December, all right? We have, no exaggeration, 4 days to hit this goal. That includes today, tomorrow my day off, Thursday, Friday. So if we don't hit the members goal, basically by the end of the Christmas marathon on Friday, we're not hitting the members goal. We're going to lose those 100 members, and that's the end of that. Okay? So, if you were thinking of becoming a member, if you were thinking of renewing a membership you had that lapsed, if you were thinking of being generous, 'tis the season, right? To help your fellow viewer and gift some memberships, now would be the time, whether today, Thursday, or Friday, essentially that's it. It has to happen by the end of Friday, okay? Or else we're not going to have a viewer's choice event come January.
Wow!
With a $10 tip, it's Mishael, who says, here's a $10 tip. This should have been your bounty last night in Warzone, but I fell asleep. So you guys maybe thought, oh, Phil's making that up. No, I wasn't making that up. So thank you, Mishael, for a $10 tip. I appreciate you actually doing that. For the record, I didn't write, like I said, I didn't write down anyone's name. I didn't actually know who said anything. So it's not like I was going to sit here and call people out during the stream and be like, ah, you said this and you're not. You know, I wasn't going to do that.
Like, literally, you're a liar?
So moistcritikal, as much as I don't blame him for saying like that, okay? Sadly, I feel like he does have some lack of self-awareness, because imagine if someone just slandered him all day long, how would he feel, right? Especially if he was actually in a bad position where he wasn't making the money he's making, and now he's actually being concretely hurt when everyone name drops him in a negative light. I think if he saw from that perspective, he'd feel a little different. The thing is, he doesn't. He's at the top. So I used to be the same. When I used to be one of the top gaming YouTubers, I was the same. When he said that publicly, and people called me out for, oh, did you hear what he said? You know, that hurts. I'm like, you know, I don't want everyone on the internet to think I'm just some guy who all day is talking about making money on my streams. That's the last thing I want. So I actively, in the last month and a half, tried to change that. And it's not always, you know, but basically, you know, a situation where concerted effort to try to reduce the nonsense. I'm certainly believe that there probably are people still on a daily basis saying horrible things about me. I don't care. I'm not going to let it bother me because that doesn't affect me. I have a dedicated audience here who love what I do and support me. Why the fuck would I care what some Joe Nobody says about me on the fucking internet? I don't, right? It's hilarious to me that I have a regular viewer base of a few hundred people on a stream, right? Maybe between a few hundred to 1,000 people every video. So not a lot. So let's be honest. I'm not huge on the internet. I don't even get 1 million views a month on my DsP gaming channel. I just don't. But I have more support from my audience than people who have 5 to 10 times as big of an audience. I do.
That's really sad. The sad fact is there actually are real guys like this. It's very sad to me. It seems as though your supporters' contributions will never be enough, that you'll likely always need our help. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to people that want to see you succeed. They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole, because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting better. I agree with you.
And they have to make ends meet. They have to take the sponsorships. They have to shill. And I don't have to do that. Because the people who are here like me for me, like my content for what it is. They understand how it's different, and that's why they support it. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for that. I'm doing my best now to change for the better and not be constantly mentioning the income. You don't need to know about that, right? Even if things are bad for me this week. What if things are tight and bills can't be paid or whatever? Do you need to fucking know that? Of course you don't. Only if there's like an emergency situation, like my car is breaking down and now I can't pay for it or something. That's a little different. That's like an extenuating circumstance. You don't need to know week to week what the hell's going on behind the scenes. It's none of your business regardless. Why am I making it your business? I'm happy moistcritikal called me out on it, because even though I do feel it's unfair because he doesn't want to hear the whole story and hear the true perspective of what's going on, at the same time, it's an awareness moment for me to say, okay, time to cut. If there's mainstream people out there portraying me as this to the internet, I've got to make an active effort to stop, so that if people say that and they go see my content, they're like, well, what are they talking about? He's not doing that, right? So there you go. I got to do my best to improve. I've been trying. I'm not perfect. I definitely slip from time to time, but I hope that you've seen the difference. And yes, I feel like there's been less negativity towards the streams and me in general. Again, I don't watch the negative outside. I'm just ignoring it. But for the most part, I do think that things have gotten better. Yes.
It's like being completely out of touch with reality. They live in a bubble. They actually live in this very isolated world. They live in these weird bubbles and don't live in reality. They just don't. They think that the world is a way that it's not.
Snow Carl asked the following. In response to your thoughts on taking about support, why do you think so many people tip anonymously now as compared to back on Twitch, and also due to trolling, do you think that there's a winning concept? Yes. Yeah. I think a lot of people, they want to contribute, they want to support, they want to get a question out, but they don't necessarily want their name tossed out there. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, let's be honest. There's so many nut jobs and idiots on the internet.
Oh, you're supporting a streamer? Let me go harass you on the internet now, because I can find your Facebook that's tied to your Instagram and your TikTok, and make nasty comments, and I'll message your mother and say, do you know that John Jones tipped $5 to a streamer named Darkside Phil, and Darkside Phil is a scammer and a pedophile and a horrible person who plays mobile games all day? Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
I wish I was exaggerating, but that very thing has happened. I'm not even kidding you. That was actually a true story, what I just did. I'm not kidding. That's a true story, what I just did. Now, I just want you to think about something. You're someone, let's just say you know nothing about internet streamers. Nothing. Okay? And you're someone who has a family, maybe you got a couple kids, and you got your job or whatever. One day, you come home, you're like, I'm gonna open my Facebook, see how my family's doing around Christmas. And you open up your Facebook, you got a message. And you open it up, and it's from like,
Snort Burnell. What? You click on it. Are you aware that your nephew Timmy tipped Darkside Phil $5, and that Darkside Phil is a scammer and a pedophile, and he plays mobile games? Well, how do you react to that exactly? You see? So you see the point I make about this nonsense? Is it's so ridiculous, this is what they do. This is literally what they do. Like, what?
They think, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Who is this idiot? And then, the first thing they do, block. And then they move on with their day. They just, Anyway.
We got a $50 tip. Thank you to Money Creature.
Fandango says, no people are calling you a pedophile. Oh, that's an old one. Dude, that's a super old one. I'm not even kidding you. That was over a decade old. Over a decade ago. People said like that. It's completely false. There's no facts whatsoever. That's why they just say it, and then there's nothing to substantiate it. But they just say that, you know. They've been doing that for a decade. They used to say I was a cult leader. DsP leads a cult of children on the internet. Don't you see? Who else would watch that kind of content? It's a bunch of dumb children who follow DsP. And he's leading them, like the Pied Piper, he's leading them into a life of degradation and debauchery. People used to say this about me. This is all real. I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. And 1 Minute Man says, say hello to the chat from me because I am real. 1 Minute Man never says anything to the chat, but it is really 1 Minute Man. He says, say hello to the chat, I am real. So, happy holidays, 1 Minute Man. Thank you for the daily tip. Thank you for the support of the stream. And thanks for saying hi. Usually a silent supporter, but actually saying hello today. There you go. Awesome. With that, we are at $140 in tips. We are a mere $10 away from a vest on today's Pokemon Scarlet stream. Very nice.
Oh my god, he's drinking sperm. And great, I mean, holy crap, such amazing support today as well. It's been a great chill stream, a great way to end my streaming week. I'm really happy about that. Thank you guys for that. Now, Pokemon will return. However, I need to forewarn everyone, especially those who are watching on demand, who watch the uploads regularly, like, where is it? Pokemon isn't going to be around for a while. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.